There are two encounters that are pivotal to your early game Bazaar success, regardless of what hero you're playing. On day 1, you have the Viper encounter, and on day 2, you have the Rogue Scrapper encounter. Now Viper is the strongest day 1 enemy in the Bazaar. It is also the only one that you need items to beat, assuming you're not Mac, as quite literally every other day 1 enemy can be beaten by having no items on the board, clicking the monster you want to fight, and then walking to the kitchen to make yourself a coffee. So you're probably wondering, okay, so if I can just kill these other enemies by walking to the kitchen and grabbing a coffee, why am I fighting Viper? This enemy can actually kill me. Well, Viper actually has the best early game rewards in the entire game. For starters, the Viper's skill Lash Out is utterly ridiculous. It'll start every combat by giving 3 poison, and assuming no healing or other ways of dealing with poison, it'll provide 3 damage per second throughout the entirety of a fight. If one were to assume a 30-second fight, this would deal 90 damage, or 36% of an enemy's health, assuming a starting total of 250. This skill is so strong that for almost no opportunity cost, you can do over a third of your opponent's health day 1. Even late game, when 3 poison is not going to do that much damage, it can do things like trigger paralytic poison at the start of combat, or other synergistic poison skills to go off. It's ridiculous. And it does it all at the start of combat. In addition to that ridiculous skill, both of the fangs dropped by Viper are utterly ridiculous. If you have something like a gold weapon skill, like left-handed or right-handed, it is insane. The base damage of the normal fang will be 45 damage every 3 seconds. That's crazy. Or you're dealing like a fifth of your enemy's health at level 1 every 3 seconds. And that's just on one item. You're going to have 3 more slots. And that's just the base Fang. If you're doing Poison Fang, for every 10 damage you have, you're also going to apply 1 poison. So if you have right-handed Poison Fang, it's going to do 45 damage every 3 seconds and apply 4 poison. So granted, that is 3 of the 5 possible Viper drops. So you're like, okay, maybe it's balanced if the other 2 Viper drops are awful. And to be fair, they are a lot worse. But still, the other Viper drops are getting 1 regen, which, assuming a 30-second fight, you could just view that as 30 health, which is also quite good. Or you could get Extract, which if you have a small poison item, or whatever, any poison item, you can apply 2 more poison, which early game is also very strong. Quite literally, I view Viper to be so strong that between picking my starting bonus, I will do just about anything I can at the one shop you get before your day 1 monster fight to beat Viper. And honestly, he's extremely beatable. He only has 75 health, and while he can kill you, he's only going to kill you in the sandstorm. So all you need to beat him is either a couple weapons so that you can outdamage him, or a couple heal items so you can ensure to be reducing his poison and also keeping your health high, or just like any early game poison item will beat him out because he has like a third of the health you do. It's also very extremely easy to math out if you'll beat him or not. For example, if I was playing Vanessa and I had a double barrel, I would know that every 4 damage, double barrel is going to shoot twice for 20 damage a shot, so 40 damage. And since double barrel has 2 ammo, it'll mean that my barrel will go off twice throughout the course of the fight, ultimately dealing 80 damage, which will kill the Viper. Now Rogue Scrapper is a totally different beast than Viper, because it's a mech. But it also has some pretty strong rewards, including its Rust skill, which can be a helpful slow throughout the game. Additionally, like Lash Out, it's a start of combat effects skill, so it can apply with some other slow related skills later in the game. But the real value that comes from Rogue Scrapper is the amount of XP it gives you. And XP is extremely important for your entire Bazaar run, but especially early, and especially between levels 2 and 4. At level 2, 3, and 4, you're going to get the standard reward for leveling up, which is going to be an item upgrade, a new skill, or even a new item. You will also get a significant amount of health at each level, but this is particularly impactful at those early levels such as 2, 3, and 4. However, the most important part about leveling to level 2, 3, or 4 is the additional board space you get. At each of these levels, you will gain space for 2 small items or 1 medium item. For example, if you're level 3 and you're fighting somebody who's level 2, not only do you have more upgrades than them, you have more health than them, but also you're able to run 2 more small items than them. So at this point, you're probably wondering how this is related at all to Rogue Scrapper. Well, Rogue Scrapper is the first enemy in the game that offers 3 XP as part of its combat reward. Now, 3 XP is only 1 different than a normal or easier monster would be, or your day 1 monsters, which give 2. So you're probably wondering, is 1 XP really that big a difference? Yes, it is absolutely that big a difference. It's ludicrous. Remember how earlier we were talking about how significant a difference in level could be between level 3 and level 2? Well, that's what Rogue Scrapper offers you. If you are able to consistently fight and beat Rogue Scrapper on day 2, you significantly increase your chance of being able to be level 3 going into your day 2 PvP fight. In order to be level 3 for that day 2 level PvP fight, you need 6 of what I call bonus XP. Every hour in the Bazaar, you'll get an XP regardless of what you do. Bonus XP comes in the forms of events or monster fights. So assuming you win your day 1 monster fight, that's 2 XP, and then assuming you're able to beat Rogue Scrapper on day 2, that's another 3 XP. So if we're following the math here, in order to get that extremely critical level up, all we need is 1 more bonus XP. For that, there's 3 different possible events, including the Furry Monster event, or just the +1 XP event, or Mountain Pass, which can all give us that extra desired bonus XP. Essentially, Rogue Scrapper reduces the bonus XP requirement from 2 XP from events to 1 XP from events, incredibly boosting the consistency of being level 3 for your day 2 fight. In addition, by beating Rogue Scrapper, it also helps keep you on track to be level 4 for your day 3 fight. So that's all well and good. We know why Rogue Scrapper is important now. He's very strong and very critical to beating PvP fights. But how do I actually beat him? Like, this means nothing if I can't take on Rogue Scrapper myself, right? So Rogue Scrapper is entirely just a large health check. If you include Granola Bar as health in this case, which I'm going to, he has 510 health. 10 seconds into the fight, he will essentially be doing 80 damage and 60 healing every 10 seconds. It's a little different before that because of barbed wire, but I don't really want to get into the math. But he's very beatable as long as you either have enough shielding that can outvalue the damage and health he has, or do enough damage to kill him outright, ensure you have more health than he does when it comes time for the sandstorm, or if you have a strong enough poison or burn build, you can absolutely take him out. He's also entirely able to be mapped out, as all his stuff is very predictable on a repetitive cooldown. And so if you're not sure if you can take him on, you can always do the math on it. I'm usually way too lazy for that, but you can also kind of guess if you can beat him or not, usually based on vibes and how I'm doing in my PvP and day 1 PvE fight. I can usually tell if I'm going to beat the Rogue Scrapper or not. And I have no doubt that you guys will be able to do that, especially as you gain more experience and get more comfortable with the game. Alright guys, if this video is helpful at all, please drop a like and subscribe below. I'm trying to post Bazaar content every day, and this is a very enjoyable video for me to make, and I really just want to hopefully, help you guys learn more about the game and improve the game, and just honestly just keep enjoying the game, because ultimately that's the most important thing. But seriously guys, thanks again for the support. If you found this video helpful at all, again, please like and subscribe, and drop a comment below and let me know what the most helpful tip in this video was. I'm going to have more educational and just general gameplay content coming out. So, again, stick around, stay posted, but most of all, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.